Oh, it'll take a minute. Okay, so here's an affirmation. Okay, this is a negative affirmation. So affirmations are sentences we repeat so that we get a particular outcome, an ideal outcome, right? So can anybody relate to toxic people in your life? Okay. You remember something like that? Okay, so here is what I call a negative affirmation. I no longer wish toxic people to affect my life. Okay? That'd be nice. Just taking at word value, right? Okay? I no longer wish pink elephants to come into my life. What do you remember?
Pink elephants.
Pink elephants. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, take the no out, and this is what our subconscious remembers. I longer wish toxic people to affect my life. Okay? How could you change this into a positive outcome language? Please volunteer. Go ahead.
I wish to have only positive people in my life.
I wish to have only positive people in my life, affect my life.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Great. So think of your own little affirmation right now, and just think of something. Do it with an. Can you do a negative one? Can you do a like I don't want this in my life?
No.
Let's say what it is, right? Who wants to volunteer one so we can all know? I don't want what? Good, what's an example? I don't want.
I don't want to be ill.
Ill. I don't want to be ill. So what we remember is, I want to be ill.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh.
Fortunately, the word want has no outcome. If you want, your subconscious is operating all of these trillions of things. Okay? So if you want something, well, great, you can go ahead and want it for the rest of your life. Because I'm busy, I got things to do, and you simply want something. Okay? So what's better than want? Or wish? Here, let me just give you some other ones. Right, here's wish, right? I wish. Well, so wish all you like. The body's got things to do. Got to keep that heart moving. Got to get that liver going. Got to do all of this circulation. Trillions of things to do. So you go ahead, keep wishing. I hope. Beautiful. Hope all you like. Keep hoping, and then that's where you are. And that's where the control says, okay, well, that's beautiful. Keep hoping. You get this? This is really important. Any other ones?
I feel good.
I feel good. So I'm getting the feeling that you would like to feel good. Like is just a like. Okay. A lot. More consistently. True?
Yeah.
So how do we get that instead of liking it, wishing it, and hoping for it?
I am feeling good.
I am. Choose. I choose. If you remember 1 ounce of today, choose. I am choosing. I am very, very powerful. Choosing. Making a choice, okay? All right, let's go to next. I can advance it. Okay. This comes from Shinto Buddhism, and it's my experiential translation of a table of sounds that also correspond to the chakras, which I'll show you in a minute. So every sound has a particular effect, and every sound is included in certain words. Some words have a more pleasant effect, Some words have a more demonstrative effect, okay? Let's just feel these first. I want you to, I'd like for you, and if you would like to, and if you choose to, feel this chakra below your navel, okay? Just touch it. Okay? This is the sound, ah. It's a pair with this chakra, and we have the chakras up here later in a moment. So, okay? So we'd go, actually, I think I'll go to that one. Okay, good. So these are chakras paired up in a polarity. So here is physical movement and vitality is where you're at right now. Okay? This is paired with mental movement, thoughts. So when our thoughts and our body are connected in one piece, then we're balanced. If I lead with my thoughts, what's going to happen to me? I fall over. If I lead with this one, I'm going to fall back. Okay? So these are the yin-yang of chakras. So we have ah, and we have eh. So let's do this. Ah, eh, ah, eh. Then, if we have desires in our life, at a certain point we will communicate them. Okay? So we have E paired with communication. O. Okay. And they have particular energies which are on the other one. Yeah. And then this chakra in between has no pair. It's all alone. Okay? So in energy meridians, when heaven's force enters and goes here, and earth's force goes here, there's nowhere for this chakra to blend with the other chakras because they're already busy. Okay? So we use the heart chakra to radiate through the arms, and we connect with another person to balance our center, right in the center. So the sound here is ooh. Ooh. Do you know all the songs that in the background have ooh? It's like a standard harmony when in a love song is you have, where do they get that from? This is a primal connection, okay, that has been around for many, many years, all right? So I'm just going very briefly over all this to give you the possibility that how we say things and the words we use that have those letters and sounds in them can make a huge difference on how we affect ourselves and other people. Okay? Let's go with your name. Okay? Who's got maybe a 2-syllable name? Anybody here?
Joe.
Which slide?
What's that?
Second slide?
Second, yeah. I can't go back. Okay. So your names can be divided amongst different syllables. Now you've had your name for a long time. Some of us maybe even had our name before we were even born, before we were ever conceived even. Oh, well, if we have a child, let's call him or her Annie, Sally, Janice, say your own name, whatever it is, right? So that has a particular vibration that attracts a particular soul into the world. So if you want to know about destiny in your life path, this is a very valuable lesson to start learning the vibration of a name. Who's got a 2-syllable name? Go ahead.
Lori.
Lori, okay? So we already know O is in low, right? O, and then we have E, E. So you got something going on with these two chakras, which are a natural balance in life. So that's desires connecting with communication. So every time someone calls your name, without even looking at the R and the L, okay, they're going desires and words. So every time you ever heard that, according to this model, those chakras were motivated. Okay? So L, the L sound is actually synonymous, almost synonymous with the R sound. There are some differences. So that energy is round rejoicing energy. That was known that in standard chants, well, if we want to rejoice in a round way that might encircle people in community, for example, we would chant, so let's chant round rejoicing, okay? Let's everybody breathe in. Glory. Nice, right?
Yeah.
Glory. So, and if anybody wants copies of these, I'm happy to send them to you. It's a really cool thing to do. Look at your name. You can do your first name, your last name, and go, wow, this is the vibration of my name that people call me every day, that I know I write every day. So this is very, very helpful. And I'm sure you've probably never heard of this, right? This is probably new information, right? It makes a lot of sense that the words and the sounds and the feeling behind those words have different effects. Anybody named George in here? You got any Georges? You have George. Okay, great. So let's do George. Remember Lori, it ended on vowels, so it has more of an openness. Now let's do George. Like the only part you can extend is the middle. It's like George. But this is the vibration of stability. Okay? So if you want someone who's got that stability, we'll do your name too. Okay? Then you hire a George. Okay? Is it true?
It's very true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Very, very true.
So who knew, right? For further investigation, okay? Is she putting her hand up? What's your name, girl?
My name is Kieran.
And what is that?
Kieran.
Silly?
Kieran.
I'm sorry.
Kieran.
Karen.
Kieran.
Kieran. Kieran. Okay. K-I?
R-I-N.
Okay, thank you. We're going to divide it into two parts, okay? So Ki in Japanese is energy. Ki, it's the ability to cut through to the truth. So instead of calling you Kieran, we're going to start calling you, hey, cut through to the truth. Right? Cut. And Rin, we have some rejoicing. And then we have in the N sound, which is considered the universal noun, the continuous without vowels sound of the infinite universe. So this name that you were given, chi, energy, cutting through with roundness and rejoicing with the sound of the infinite universe. Wow.
Woo! Yay!
That is amazing. Okay, so I want to get into some of the other material. So I just wanted to, turn this on. I mean, this is a class in itself. Okay, so I just want you to know that what's most important is the energy and the feelings behind it. Okay, now let's just get into some of the language parts of this, and I think we're okay. Can I just go to blank on this?
Yeah.
How do I? Yeah, just blank it up. Because I know you're going to be looking at the names.
Yeah.
Just turn it off.
Yeah, just. Right on. Okay, so language. one of the simplest ones that most people know about, so when arranging language to make better communication with ourselves and other people, is, you'll know what I'm going to say. You have the most beautiful shirt. I love your watch, and I love how the shirt goes with the socks. And oh my gosh, and that smile of yours. But,
Uh-oh.
right? You all know this. Hey, honey, I'm really glad you did the dishes, and really nice that the house is clean and all of that, right? You go on and on and on, and then you know already, uh-oh, here it comes. But cancels what you just said. Okay? Now, you could say, you're an idiot. But, okay? I love that you cleaned the floor before I got home. Right? So you can use but instead of it using us. If you want to say, yes, I love the shoes and the shirt, and I sure would appreciate it if you would clean the floor before I get home.
Good luck.
Very simple fix, okay? And, all right? We already went over the wishes, the likes, okay? This can be changed to I am, I choose, all right? Any other ones that you can think of, that you know about language? We know we have.
Should, or I should.
Should, thank you.
Self-help.
Nobody likes to be should on,
Exactly.
right? That's what happens. Just, right? It feels like that. You should. Okay, good. Any other ones? Tricky language stuff that you.
If I were you.
If I were you. Were you. Now, and what's the context? You're suggesting that somebody should do something else. Right? If I were you, I would. There's another one. I would is also has no outcome. Okay? I would is, well, that's a maybe. I would is a maybe. I will is a maybe. You know it's, how many times have you heard somebody say I will? And nothing happened, right?
Maybe is no.
Sorry, what?
Maybe is no.
Maybe. Maybe is neutral. That would really be how they say it. So would you be willing to clean the dishes tonight? Maybe. Maybe. So it's more than just the words, it's how we say them, right? Okay, now, here's another important part. Empathy. Okay. What is empathy?
Sympathy.
Feeling what another person's feeling.
Feeling what another person's feeling. Okay, thank you for your participation. No one knows how you feel.
That's right.
Nobody knows how you feel. Okay, I'll give you an example. So, close your eyes. Okay? And I want you to scan your body. Okay? And you're looking for, within, physical sensations. A word comes, take a breath, blow it away. Your breath is like the wind. And just focus on the physical sensations in the borders of your body. And what I'm going to do is, actually I'm going to get a chair here. And I'm going to drop the chair, and I want you to notice where the sound shows up in your body. Okay? So breathe. So what's he going to do? Where's this going to go? Blah, blah, blah. Take a breath. Put your attention within the borders of your body, and you're sitting in your body, breathing, feeling for physical sensations, waiting, and where?
Stomach.
Stomach, head, temples, where else?
Spine.
Spine, upper, lower? Okay, upper spine.
Right here.
Right here.
Alright.
Everybody feels different. Same scenario. Now, you may all say, I felt scared. Okay? Or I felt a shock. No one knows how you feel. So empathy, when you say, well, empathy shows us that this person knows how we feel. At most, it's a ballpark. Okay? And if you'd like to know what a person's feeling from this day forward, that shock could be somebody saying something to you that you're like, oh, wow, we just lost everything in our bank account. Okay? Where? Where do you feel that? If that were worse? So you'd say, when you told me that we lost everything in our bank account, I felt a feeling in a shiver, this chill and this tightness. Then, if you're willing to go that deeply, then you would really know what they feel. Okay? Because we could say, wow, I feel so betrayed, or whatever it is. Okay? It doesn't say anything. Okay? And we might only want to do that we might choose to do that with people that we're close enough with. Okay? So, where do I feel it? When somebody says something challenging to you, what's another one that somebody said to you, something insulting? Who's got one? Come on. You've never been insulted?
Nobody says anything insulting.
That's incredible. Got one?
Yeah, I've been called stupid or whatever.
What?
You're stupid. You're,
Okay.
Yeah.
You are so stupid. Okay? This is the opposite of Louise Hay. Okay? Like we're gonna write Louise in positive affirmations. So this is a way to actually embrace negativity. Okay? So let's just go. Imagine this is real. You are so stupid. Where do you feel that? You breathe into it. You let it move through your body so you can be more centered, as long as there's no danger. Okay? As long as there's no danger. You take 5 seconds and feel it. And then you say something like, so it sounds to me that because I left the keys in the door handle, that upsets you, and that's why you're calling me stupid? And they go, darn rights. Now you got 2 people agreeing with each other. See that? There's 2 people, they're agreeing. That's what empathy is. The other person knows that you know what's going on with them in some way. That's empathy. And if you ever want to resolve something, you have to do empathy first. You get to do empathy first. Okay? Because they're going to hold on to that. And if you want to change something, unless they know that they've been heard, then who knows what will happen. Okay? So if you're choosing to resolve any conflict, basically fill in the words, are you feeling, and you ballpark it, frustration, sad, whatever it might be, because of a fact. That's basic empathy. Right? So let's do one. You're so like outdated with that watch.
I couldn't fit my phone on.
Okay, defense. Defense.
Yeah.
Oh, excuses. You're so outdated. You're showing your age with that watch. So what are you gonna do? You can all do this. So Seymour, are you feeling? Notice my, like, what's this feeling? Like just ballpark it. Is it sadness? No.
Are
What
you
you're
jealous
feeling-
you don't have a watch like that?
That's not me, right? That's what people do, and then now that I'm gonna go into defense about it, and that creates an argument. That's a challenge, right? That's a challenge, okay? So if I wanna move on from this point, I get to empathize. So, Seymour, are you feeling
Irritated.
irritated, frustration about, what's the fact? What's the fact?
The watch being outdated.
The age of the watch is dating you, is signifying that your age. And I go, yes, that's right, okay? Would you like to hear my perspective is how to move on from here? So this is a whole communication class. First, go ahead.
The one I love is you make me.
Right.
You make me sad, you make me angry. No, I didn't make you anything.
Right.
You did something
That's
that
right.
I mean, I did something you didn't like.
Right. And along with that, you make me, nobody makes you feel anything that's other than what's already in your body. Okay, those feelings are already in the body. When you use ED words, okay, somebody said irritated. So you're feeling irritated. That signifies that somebody else made me. How do I change that? Instead of irritated, I go, what could I say? It's easy language, English.
Irritation.
Irritation. You feel frustration. And what you're saying is you're feeling your frustration. Avoid saying that. So you're feeling frustration around the age of this watch that dates you in life. So there's a lot of words that get to be looked at in order for us to get our message across. And when we do the centering, when we feel where these emotions are, they start to circulate, and then we can come out with an empathetic response. Yeah. And the next element to this is, where would you like to go on your journey with this person? So where do I feel it? Breathe it, let it move. And where am I choosing to go with this person? And that's where intuition comes in. There's only two choices: closer or further. So this is an outline of how to use words, language, and the feelings behind them to communicate better with all people, including ourselves. Okay? And that's it for time. And thank you for listening.